Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Zane and welcome back to the channel. It's going to be the first commentary in a while. If you can tell from my voice, I am very sick right now, but since a lot of you guys always want me to be commentating, I guess you guys used to love that. So I will be giving you guys a guide on the new OP SL hero, Errol. You can see here that we level up our second skill. Wait till you get 5 stacks, then instantly use it. That's just how you really want to be clearing your jungle. The path that I take here is pretty simple. You could probably match it if you wanted to. The Arcana I use is 100 Pierce and 10 Gorillas. The attack speed, the armor pierce, and just the raw damage for the second skill is very good. So I definitely want to be using that. You can add some Reeves in there if you want to, since this is very a hero based off a lot of lifesteal. You'll see in this video that we just lifesteal a ton with our second skill, so you could probably use a few Reeves in the build, maybe 3, maybe 4, or something like that. But you do want some Gorillas just for the movement speed. Anyways, you can see that we're starting from blue. Probably not very necessary on this hero, since of course you can see he doesn't even have mana. But you can see we're at 5 stacks, and there's really no time to use them here. Don't worry about it. Sometimes there will be situations when you just run out of stacks. It's perfectly fine. And yeah, you just need to be patient with it. You can see you only get 1 stack per skill. So if I use the second skill in a full minion wave, then it's not going to give me 3 stacks or anything like that. You can see here I ultimate. And guys, per tick, the ultimate actually gives you a stack on your passive. So it's very good. You can ultimate onto somebody and then have your second skill rage bar completely filled. And then you can just nuke them down like you just saw I did with that Jannar. The one problem with that is flickers, of course. You have to keep in mind that they can flicker away. So you have to be ready to change position on the skill at any time. You have to always keep moving. You can see that they're probably onto Dragon at this point, but I really don't want to contest without my ultimate. I really can't do much, so we're just going to go back to our jungle clear again, just waiting until we get those 5 stacks and going to town with the second skill. It does so much damage in the late game. Cooldown reduction on it as well. See here we buy boots. You want to be excuse me, you want to be going second tier jungle item into your boots. You can see here that Talanis actually flickered over here to get the kill, so that means, hey, if I can kill her, then that's just going to be so much easier for me. You can see Teamy dies here without using his ult, so I don't have to worry about revives. I'm going to use my first skill to run up even closer, then ult onto her. We're just going to slam down with our massive axe, and we're able to kill her. It's very well played by us to realize that we didn't have to go down to bot lane. We could have just been going and killing this Talanis instead of farming our own jungle, which is a very good play. We were able to pick up a kill, put her behind, and all the meanwhile we did not even get invaded, so very well played by us to realize that the Talanis had no escapes if we went up there and just dove her. You can see though that this guy is very good at tower diving. You know, I just tower dove her at like 50% HP, and she couldn't even hit me once because of course the ulti is immunity. And yeah, so now we're just going to go down to the bot lane, finish up the jungle clear that we didn't do before. And you can see here, guys, I tried to ult both camps. I'm still new to this hero, but we end up not even using the second skill on any of the camps, neither the one I was doing or the sentinel. I tried to aggro the sentinel with that. But also, guys, the passive does give attack speed, movement speed, and lifesteal, so keep that in mind. So when you're hitting your second skill with full rage, it's getting like so much lifesteal. It's ridiculous. So here you can see that we're just jumping onto this Jannar, getting our stacks. Then we instantly use our first skill. Look at this, guys. Look at that damage. We kill the Jannar, and then we are instantly diving onto this Teamy. Then by accident, I do hit the tower, and it pulls us right back. He has a basic attack like Butterfly, where it will just like grab your hero and like throw you to the target, kind of. I think Quillen has an attack like that too, but yeah, he does it as well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so clumsy. Like, my throat really hurts. I'm sorry if the noises I'm making are disgusting, but that's just how it is right now. I really do apologize, but we're going straight back into our jungle here. You can see that, again, I just led in with my ultimate, and I didn't even have to worry about stacks beforehand. That's why you don't have to worry about stacks with this hero. Like, you're going to get them eventually just through ulting onto the target. So you really don't have to, like, worry about them, like, it's a must to have your stacks before any fight. You really don't need them because your ulti gives you them, of course. But you can just see the amount of damage that we were doing there, the amount of lifesteal. We were just murdering them all. You can see here, I'm just going to poke Teamy out. Don't think I'm really going to be killing her, which is why I'm actually not going to use my ult. I definitely don't want to be chasing that. But you can see the Talon is here, so I'm definitely going to ult her. but I actually aren't moving fast enough, so I do miss. You can see my first skill here actually goes crazy. Gonna stun Teamy here, pick up the kill with the frostbite, and yeah, that was my bad for sure. You can see that I did miss my ult. It is pretty easily escapable, like if they just walk away just a little bit too much, then the ult will miss. You can see here I'm going for more of a tanky build, and I think this is a very good build to go on him. You can see I helped the Jannar here, or excuse me, the Lumber, but that was definitely not a good choice because now we're just in the middle of all of them. I shouldn't have followed that Lumber, and he definitely debated me hard there. I don't know what he was thinking, but we ended up dying there. You can see we actually do have a pretty significant amount of gold, even though Errol, you know, his like movement speed and clear speed isn't crazy good. We're still able to keep up. You know, that's a problem with a lot of junglers that people try to use, you know, like Zuka. His clear and movement speed just isn't good enough, so he never is able to fully clear his jungle pretty much, and he's always just falling behind in gold. But I don't feel like this hero has that problem at all. It's not like Zuka, it's way better. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for these noises, but I just really have to blow my nose. You can see here that, again, we don't even have stacks going into this, so it's not like the biggest deal. I'm just going to use my second skill without any stack, and I'm going to dive onto this guy because I saw that he used his first skill, so it's most likely going to be a kill. I'm just going to drop my big axe down onto him, and that is going to be a kill guaranteed. Super nice tower dive there. We all survived with 1 HP. Meanwhile, their entire team cannot say the same. You can see 4-4-0 team fight. Very well played by us that we were able to deal that type of carnage. And yeah, guys, just this hero is so good at diving towers. I could not even explain it. As soon as you go down to any lane and just ult, they're most likely dead unless they have flicker. So when you know for sure that they do not have flicker, then it's basically a free kill for you. Almost. That's how deadly this hero is. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it for any junglers. Definitely better than, again, like Zuka that people are trying to make happen, but really, Zuka's just too bad for that to ever work. There's some pretty crazy moments in this, guys. I want you all to see it. But a Sentinel here, that's a pretty good option to get a Sentinel, but it looks like I was just stacking off and then trying to join the fight here, but it looks like the fight's already lost, so I can't really do much. I can use my second skill just to slow them, stop them from chasing my Richter, and that was pretty good there, just to realize that the second skill does give a pretty big amount of slow to targets, that you can use it. It even does a pretty good amount of damage without stacks, but you most of the time do want to be using it while it's full stacks. So definitely keep that in mind. Going to ultimate onto this Teamy here, but again we miss. It's easy to escape from, so that wasn't the best option, and now I don't have my ulti. See Zuka up here just clearing his wave. He looks like he's about to back off, and sure enough he does. So we're just going to go and take the wave. So sorry, guys. Maybe I should just mute my mic whenever I'm coughing. But since this is a new hero, I did want to give like a guide on it, and everyone's been missing commentaries. So you see I try to dash and like throw my big axe down onto that teammate, but it doesn't really work out. He knew, and he was able to just escape from that. So again, we're just going back into our jungle clear. You can see that that second skill actually does a lot of damage. It's like 2.5k damage onto that one minion. And I feel like the passive is very good when you're trying to clear wave. Here we can see that they are all stacked together. So I'm just going to ult onto this Tell. Going to throw my axe down. She actually flickers, but we're still able to catch her. You can see my entire team has died. It's just me alone versus 4 people. Look at this, guys. Look at how much damage we do. Look at this. There goes the... Look at my HP bar, guys. It's not going down. I just backed off 4 people pretty much all by myself. The Darcy thought he could stay alive near me. No, man. He tanked one big axe, and that was it for him. And now we get our Hercules armor. Look at this. The Jannar is trying to jump onto us, but we do have Hercules, so he cannot do anything to us. We're able to pick up the kill on another victim of Errol. Crazy, crazy stuff, guys. When anyone says that Errol's trash, just send them this video, because we just released carnage on the enemy team this entire game. There's another moment like that where we just completely decimate an entire team fight all by ourselves. You can see, though, it's 4 people chasing us, and I killed the 5th person. You know, I killed Talanis, and the rest of the team was right on me. We were still able to manage to just destroy them, and we weren't even that far ahead in gold. You know, it's not like we're 4k gold ahead or anything. Now we are pretty far ahead, considering we just got 2 kills on both of their carries, but back then we really didn't have a lot. I saw that the Darcy or someone was in that bush, so I did want to use my second skill. Shizuka again just clearing here, so I'm going to stack off on the Sentinel before I do decide to fight. Dash away from this teammate, use my ult, 400 HP back for the second skill. It's pretty good, guys. You see Talonus actually misses, and I'm going to ultimate right onto her. We're able to smack both of them down. Gonna use my axe on the teammate and the Talonus, guys. Look at this damage that we are doing here. Talonus is going to fall slowly but certainly. Look at that damage on the Darcy, guys. Look at my HP. I've been fighting these guys for how long, and now my HP is just not going down. I've literally just 1v5 that entire team fight. Actually, I don't even know where their Jannar went, but the Jannar died. I don't know if I even killed him or not, but you can see triple kill right there. The Darcy runs away, or else it would have been a quad kill. Just all by ourselves, pretty much. How crazy was that damage, guys? Seriously, that damage was ridiculous. Just the one axe that goes down on Darcy is enough to make him run away from the fight completely. He doesn't want any of that. As soon as I land one axe, one skill on this Darcy, and he's out. He's out of the fight. Because if he stays around, he probably knows that I'm just going to use my first skill, dash up to him, and just kill him from there. So this hero is pretty good. I feel like he's a Zephyrs type hero almost, where you can't pick him every game, but some situations he's very, very good. You can see that the Darcy used his ult to escape. It was well played by him because he would have died otherwise. We use our ultimate trying to chase him down anyways, but we also miss our ult because the Darcy's just too fast for us. So we kind of just need to back off right now. Me and the Darcy both have no ults, and I would prefer, of course, not to fight when I don't have my ult, because that's the only really engage that I have. If I don't have my ult and I have no engage, I can't join a team fight at all, more or less. So you can see here that I knew they were trying to cross, so I used my second skill with no stacks. Again, it does a pretty significant amount of damage, even without stacks, but very good with the stacks, and you definitely, most of the time, do want to be getting the 5 passive stacks before you make anything happen with the second skill. You can see they are still all around here. You can see a teammate here. I'm going to use, again, my second skill without the passive. I can see their backline, the teammate and the Darcy just sitting back there, so I'm just going to ult onto this Talonus right here. You can see that she flickers away, which is the problem. I use my first skill onto her, and you can see what was my second skill doing there. It like went all around, and guys, we actually lost that fight. Look at how many people are dead right now. Our team got completely wiped, even though I was like 2v1ing the Darcy and the Talonus for most of the time. I was zoning the Darcy and on the Talonus, and my team literally killed 0 of them somehow. That's just so ridiculous, and we end up actually getting pushed down to the high ground, and eventually this is the game. Completely ridiculous stuff. You guys saw how crazy we were going in the team fights, and this is a problem I would like to bring up with the Errol. His late game, he can scale off a little bit with that. Like, I don't know what I should have done. Maybe I should have just used my second skill onto that Talonus, but I was afraid that she would just maneuver a little bit farther and she would run away. But she just stayed and kept hitting me, and unfortunately we were not even able to kill her. Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if we killed her or not, because our team died anyways, unless we were going to pull off another magical 1v4. That was just going to be the end of the game, unfortunately. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this Errol guide. You can see that he's just a crazy hero. Look at my damage here, 47% damage. Completely wild. We tanked the most, second most on our team. So obviously we were putting in work that game. We weren't even like extremely fed early game, but this is the power of him. This is only my 5th or 6th game. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this guide, and I will talk to you all tomorrow in the next video. Have a great night, everyone. Peace out.